Ba-da-da-da-da-da. We're here with Larry Broughton. So Larry, we're on the topic of servant leadership here, and I'm just not a naturally born servant leader. How can I become a servant leader?
Wow. Well, I'm not. I guess I would say that servant leadership really begins with a person's desire to change themselves. So they can't be a servant leader if they're not willing to change themselves. We've touched previously on the 10 tenets of servant leadership, and that'd be great for our viewers to take a look at. But once the process has begun, and it's really a self-improvement process, and it's about self-esteem and a variety of other things. Once that process has begun, it's easier to get the organization to act in a more servant leadership, or use a more servant leadership model, I suppose. Any organization, if it is just the leader at the top who is exercising servant leadership, and no one else in their organization is practicing servant leadership, it's really not going to be that effective. I've not seen that happen where the chief executive is a servant leader but no one else is in the organization, because inherently what happens is when the guy or gal that's at the top, at the leader of the organization, shows that they care for other people, it's almost like it's viral. It happens throughout the organization. And so a good servant leader understands that their primary role is to serve other people. And that might not just be the people in their organization. It's certainly not themselves, because servant leadership is not self-serving. It's about serving other people. It's being outward in their approach. And so what happens is, if I go into the office and I make someone a cup of coffee, they are then more likely to help someone or make them a cup of coffee. What I have found is that if we can get people in the organization acting in a servant role, then our customers are treated better. Now, when the customers are treated better and we're hawk-like in controlling our expenses, well, what happens? A positive word of mouth happens among our customers, and our customer base grows and they become more fiercely loyal, and there's great organizations out there that have shown that that's the case. And so the bottom line is then affected. So everyone looks like a hero at the end of the day. You know, John Maxwell has a great quote that I kind of touch on a lot. And he says that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I think that's a great quote for anybody to remember. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That's by John Maxwell.